My dear friends, today I want to talk to you about the power of patience, the strength in stillness, and the divine law of waiting. In this world of noise, distractions, and endless pursuits, we have been conditioned to believe that we must constantly strive, hustle, and fight for what we desire. But the truth, my friends, is far different from what the world teaches. There is a beauty in silence, a power in stillness, and a profound truth in surrender. The world will tell you that if you do not push, if you do not shout, if you do not demand, you will be left behind. But let me tell you today, that is not the way of the righteous. That is not the way of the wise. There is a time for speaking, but there is also a time for silence. And in that silence, everything that is meant for you will come naturally. The strength in silence. Some of the greatest moments in history were born in silence. The seeds of mighty trees do not sprout with noise. They grow silently beneath the soil. The ocean moves in power, yet it does not need to announce its authority. The stars shine above us, lighting up the night sky, yet they do not cry out for attention. In the same way, my friends, your life is not determined by how much noise you make, but by how deep your roots grow. The world may ignore you for a season, but do not be discouraged. The greatest works are often done in hidden places. The deepest wisdom is often spoken in whispers. The most powerful people are often those who do not need to prove their strength, but simply live it. Have you ever seen a wise man arguing with a fool? No, because wisdom does not need to defend itself. Wisdom stands tall, unmoved by the storms around it. And that is the lesson for us today. Everything will come to you naturally. When you walk in faith, when you trust in divine timing, when you refuse to be shaken by the pressures of the world, you will begin to see things unfold in ways you never imagined. There are doors you cannot force open, but they will open at the right time. There are opportunities you cannot chase, but they will find you when you are ready. There are blessings you do not even know exist, but they are being prepared for you even now. Have you ever seen a farmer worry over his crops every minute of the day? No! He plants his seeds, waters them, and trusts the process. He does not dig up the soil every hour to see if the roots are growing. He knows that growth takes time. And so it is with your life. There are seasons in your life where it feels like nothing is happening. It feels like your prayers are not being answered. It feels like you are forgotten. But do not be deceived. Even in the silence, even in the waiting, something is happening. The soil is shifting. The roots are growing. The future is taking shape. And in due time, you will see the harvest. The dangers of forcing what is not yours. So many people ruin their blessings because they try to force things that are not meant for them. They rush into relationships that are not from God. They push themselves into positions they are not ready for. They fight for things that would have come to them naturally if only they had waited. Impatience leads to destruction. It leads to heartbreak. It leads to regret. But patience leads to peace. Patience leads to abundance. Patience leads to a life free from unnecessary burdens. How many times have you seen people destroy their own lives because they could not wait? How many times have you seen people make hasty decisions that cost them everything? My friends, do not be like them. Learn the art of waiting. Learn the power of silence. Learn to trust that what is meant for you will never pass you by. Walking in faith and trust. Faith is not just believing when things are easy. Faith is believing even when there is no evidence. Faith is trusting even when you cannot see the outcome. And true faith is learning to be still, knowing that the one who created the universe is also working on your behalf. Do you believe that your life is guided by a greater purpose? Do you believe that you are not alone in your journey? If you do, then you must also believe that things will come to you when the time is right. But your faith will do all these things. Trust that everything will come at the right time. Trust that you do not have to chase what is already yours. Trust that you are being led even when you cannot see the path. The beauty of a peaceful life. My friends, there is no greater blessing than a life of peace. A life where you do not have to beg, strive, or compete. A life where you know that what is meant for you will come. A life where you can walk confidently, not because you have everything, but because you trust that everything is coming. A peaceful life is a powerful life. A peaceful person is unshaken by the storms of the world. A peaceful person does not need to prove their worth. A peaceful person radiates strength without ever having to raise their voice. And that is the life I wish for you today. A life of quiet strength. A life of deep faith. A life where everything comes to you naturally because you have learned the secret of waiting. Closing thoughts. So today I encourage you, stay silent. Do not rush. Do not force. Do not fight for things that are already yours. Walk in peace. Walk in faith. Walk in the quiet confidence that what is meant for you will always come. Remember, the sun does not chase the moon, yet the world still turns. The river does not force its way to the ocean, yet it always reaches its destination. And you, my friends, do not have to struggle for what is already written in your destiny. Be still, be patient, be faithful, and in time you will see that everything you have ever needed was already on its way. May you walk in peace, may you trust in divine timing, and may you always remember the greatest things in life come naturally to those who wait. I've crafted a motivational speech in the style of Billy Graham, emphasizing patience, faith, and the power of silence. Let me know if you'd like any refinements.